Hello, my honeys, and welcome to another day in the life with me as a small business owner working from home with my skincare company. I got to wake up this morning to my kitty boys both in bed with me. I love that. They're just so cute. I love them. I love my boys so much. But wow, this week was chaotic, I have to tell you. I have a huge story time. This video is going to be a little bit of a rant and not so much a vlog. But anyway, first let's start off with my coffee. You know, I wake up in the morning and I immediately need to have my coffee like ASAP. It's like first thing I do other than chugging like a glass of warm water. But like I noticed, this is probably like the worst habit ever because like when I'm traveling and say for example, I'm staying at a hotel, if I don't get my coffee like the first thing when I wake up, like it is very difficult on me. It's probably so bad. I need to like not make this the first thing I do as soon as I wake up, but like it's so difficult. But anyway, I switched back to oat milk because I was on a regular milk kick for a while and it makes my skin red like and blotchy. It's terrible. But anyway, this was my packing station. It is horrendous, chaotic, and I've been wanting to do a little overhaul of it for a year now, and I finally caved in and did it. I found these 2 shelving units on Amazon. They're like $40-something a pop. Amazing. I'll have them linked in the description box down below because they were the most affordable shelving units I could find, and I didn't want to spend a lot of money on something that was just literally just to hold product and give me more room. But anyway, this week has been insane. Not only do I have a new skincare product launch coming out, but also it's the starting of Black Friday and a lot was going wrong. So let me tell you about it. I'm having such a bad day. Well, actually, no, today is better than yesterday. But anyway, hello. I did not intend to be filming a sit-down video right now, but I'm so scattered that the whole concept of filming like a vlog is just a little beyond me right now. So, oh god, I miss streaming. I miss like talking to you guys on Twitch and just being like real and hanging out, and it was like fun. I miss that. Let me do my quick makeup and chat with you guys. I did wash my front hair, so I usually just like wash this part when I don't like the rest of my hair. Is like it's not greasy, like it's getting there, but it's a little too soon for a shower. Like I feel like I can get like 1 more day, 2 more days max out of it before needing to shower, but I need to get ready for the day because I have to film. Like I haven't been able to get around to this, but my ad person for Glow Atelier, I have someone, contractor helping me with ads, needs me to film 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different types of ad videos. So I need to be getting ready because my ad person needs me to film like these 6 things, and I don't even like all of them. I'm using my Rom and Cushion in 21 for my foundation today, but I don't like the ads. They're just like, I don't know, like I understand like, okay, we want you to film these kind of ads because this is what is, you know, working for other people or trending, but like again, like I don't know, it just feels like very off-brand. So I need to try to, like if I'm gonna do this kind of format with this audio, I'm like, okay, I need to find a way to make this feel more on brand, because I don't want to just, you know, I don't know, copy that specific format and then like hate it. But anyway, I really am not in a mental space for doing that today because like I'll be honest, and I shared a story this morning for yesterday just talking a little bit about it, but I kind of want to just open up and be a little more real with you guys here on YouTube because you guys, you know, you guys care. You guys care. But yesterday I was crying a lot because, and there's only been 2, maybe this is probably the 3rd time where Glow Atelier has just been so beyond stressful for me that it's made me cry. I'm somebody who is good at controlling their emotions, especially when it comes to stress. And I'm not to say like I handle stress well because like nobody really does. And when I get stressed, like my health declines, I get sickly, you know, and I'm like, okay, I'm always sick. Maybe that's the issue number 1, but anyway. It usually turns up for me in like lack of energy. I get a little snappy, I'm a little short, I'm moody, and like I just start getting like sick. One thing I really do want to try to allow myself to do more often, or just let myself get to the point of actually crying, because apparently like actually having the tears, like the whole tear thing happen, releases specific hormones and helps to reduce stress hormones. And so it's actually good if you can cry. So it's not really overall a flex to say like, oh, I never cry. It's actually terrible. But like, I don't know, I just like that's how I grew up, was like not letting myself show that level of emotion or express that level of emotion. And there's no real cause to that. That's just how I was. And so like whenever I feel myself at the point of actually crying, it's a whole other like thing to push myself and be like, just freaking cry. Like if you are so at the point of stress and you're so overworked and burnt out that you're at the point where you feel like you want to cry, just cry. Because it's actually good for you on a hormonal level, for your stress cortisol levels, to actually just let it out. So anyway, I was just so unbelievably at my wit's end yesterday, because like I was telling you guys in the last vlog before my makeup tutorial, my last makeup tutorial video, I was telling you guys in the last vlog that like I have been preparing for the holiday season and Black Friday since August. And if I want to be honest, like the preparation started way earlier than that, but the actual like, okay, go, we need to order this, supplies, that all started back in August. And one of the biggest thing is I told you guys about the whole shebang with the glass IPL photo facial and how I needed to completely redo it because the supplier wasn't able to manufacture it anymore, and I had to find a new supplier. And then I was like, I might as well redesign it and do all this and this. Anyway, so the boxes that those are like packaged in are a completely different manufacturer. Like there's a box person for the boxes, and not just a shipping box. So I'm talking like that's a whole other different person. There's a supplier specifically for the packaging that the glass oh no, my makeup's kind of chunky. My makeup's been chunking a lot lately. I feel like it doesn't blend well with something. But all I have on is a little bit of skincare today. Or maybe it's my skin is just too smooth. I think that's the issue. But anyway, let me show you guys. Let me just show you guys. So this is the box that the glass IPL photo facial comes in, right? It's beautiful. It's slick. It's smooth. It's great. There's a whole other different manufacturer specifically for this box that I designed myself. And so I would say I probably ordered those, like a new batch of those, like back in August. And then there's the whole development production time. And then like, so we went with this, the shipper. So normally I just get the manufacturer to use their shipper to send. But we got this new shipper. They're all like, we can do it cheaper because like third party. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Anyway, sounded great. Seemed amazing. These shipping people work with so many other like small businesses. Okay, phenomenal. We'll do it. Pick that up like end of September, or not end of September, like sometime in September they picked it up. And I believe it was like early September, so like end of August, early September they picked it up. Okay, and with an order that big, because it's like 2 pallets of boxes, you get it shipped by sea. So like I did this so early in advance, like months and months ago, so that, you know, we would get it well before Black Friday, holiday season, the busiest time of year for businesses. Of course, the shipper, I guess, loses it. And they don't even say that. They say it was delivered. I'm like, hello? No, it wasn't. Insert John Travolta gif here, because I don't have 2 pallets of boxes where they're supposed to be delivered. And so for the longest time, I'm like, we delivered it. No, you didn't. And then like, so a lot of like threatening people later, we find out that it was just never left the port in like California when it got to the US. It's just been like camping out in California. And I'm like, how do you say that it's been delivered when it hasn't even left the port? Like, it's like they just didn't care. They're just like, eh. So after lots of threatening, asking for our money back, they finally like are hustling on it. But it's like, again, it feels so fake because for the past week, like, so this shipment was supposed to be delivered like 2 months ago. Like, I kid you not, 2 months ago. I should have had these long ago. I should have been fully prepped, fully stocked, ready for Black Friday. Now I'm sitting here with only like 4 IPLs left in stock, no boxes to put new ones in. And it's like, it's literally a week before the full Black Friday. Like, Black Friday's already happening. Black Friday sales are already happening. I have like no stock. So I'm like, that's like one thing that caused me to cry. That's just been at the back, like festering and brewing into like a whole emotional breakdown crisis. Oh. And then for the past week and a half, they're like, we'll deliver it tomorrow. Every day is tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, nothing is here. Then they say, oh, couldn't do it. We were over capacity. Are you sure? Do you even have it? Or are you just BSing us? Are you like, I'm at the point where I'm like, are you just lying, saying that you have it when you don't actually have it and you lost it, but you're just trying to buy yourself time until you find it again? Because that's what it feels like. And like yesterday, they were like, oh yeah, it's local. We just couldn't deliver it yesterday. So I was like, so I'll pick it up myself. Like, if it's local, I will pick it up myself. And they're like, no, we don't allow that. BS then. So where is it? At least we're gonna get our money back on this shipment, because like to ship these costs like $800 freaking USD. So we're gonna get our money back on that. But again, it's like these, like, I have no inventory, guys. But oh my gosh, that's like eating away at me. And it's like, they're saying it's gonna arrive today. It's close. It's close. Is it? Because I don't see anything. Anyway, I'm like, I could, like, for this, I'm past the point of like crying for that issue. I'm more just angry. Sorry, guys. But then, oh my gosh. So I have been so overwhelmed personally with everything that's on my plate that I'm just gonna use this brush to go into this Kajal palette. I love this one. It's like the Glowing Guava palette, and it's like my favorite color right here. But freaking yesterday, or not yesterday, this whole process. So I had this formula for another new product that I want to launch for Black Friday, because it's supposed to just be like a complimentary product for the Glass IPL Photo Facial, and as well as like you can use it as a sleeping. It's like a gel, but it's like a better gel than just a plain gel. It's like you can use it as a sleeping mask, you can use it as a hydrating layer, you can use it to amplify the effects of the Glass IPL Photo Facial. Like, it's that kind of product. And I'm like, ooh, okay, so I'll get this out for Black Friday, because if sales are naturally going to be up during Black Friday, it would be so awesome if we could like be like this new gel product, which is like helps improve the effects of the IPL Photo Facial. Amazing. Get it at Black Friday, get it in combo set. Amazing. Super, super awesome, because I have this whole like gift set planned. Like, I planned out this whole gift set, so like it's gonna come with travel bag, it's gonna be cool, it's gonna be awesome. Like, this whole Black Friday thing has been months in the works. And so I was like, great, so I have this gel. And then, oh my god, you guys, I was so overwhelmed with everything that when I purchased custom designed, like these bottles, this isn't custom, this is just a sample. When I ordered this type of bottle and then like the custom on it for the new Essence coming super, super soon, which should be in December unless everything goes wrong again. I completely forgot to design and order custom tube packaging for the gel. So then I found myself, now I'm in this panic situation where I had to just order plain tubes without custom, because there's not enough time for custom, and then I blew all our freaking money on this custom. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, so I'll just get plain tubes for the gel. And then I was like, and then I'll just do the labeling. I'll just do the labeling with like a local label provider, like a Vistaprint, get the labels printed, yada yada. And so then there was so much delay on that, and I had to tweak the formula because it just wasn't quite, like, it was good, like the original formula was good, but something just didn't feel right about it. And I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna like launch this and it needs to be 110%, like, okay, I love it. If I'm launching something and I don't 110% love it, I don't want to launch it, right? So I did some tweaking, and because I did some tweaking, then the labels got delayed because on the label you have to have the ingredients list, like all the ingredients that are in there, but I'm tweaking the ingredients, then I can't do the labels. Anyway, so it's November 14th, Black Friday. Our big mega Black Friday promo was supposed to start in 2 days. That's not happening now. I'm taking the shimmer color from this project just on my finger, I don't know. And just like, I don't know, on the middle, I guess. Just the usual makeup I always do, just spread it everywhere. And so I was like, okay, well now that I have the formula nailed down to a T, I 110% love it, I can't order the labels from a supplier local because their estimated delivery is like the 30th of November, which is like Black Friday's done. It's done. It's over. Like, it's too late. It's not going to work. So I'm like, okay, no problem. I can easily make these labels at home myself. I have a printer that does like high quality, and I have a Cricut. Perfect. I'll just do it myself. So then yesterday, this is what broke me, you guys. And it might seem like not a big issue, but given every little thing that's been going wrong, it was just the push over the edge for me. I have to try to keep this makeup like not too heavy if I'm going to be filming like ads. So just like gentle kohl pencil eyeliner. This is like the Nude by Nature one I've had for a million years, and I like freaking love it. But anyway, so like yesterday I woke up when I usually wake up, it's like 7:30 a.m. I sat at my computer, did my usual routine of like packing orders, responding to customer emails, and yada yada. So like 8:30, 9 a.m. rolls around, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna move on to printing and starting to cut these labels. So I print like one sheet, and my printer runs out of ink. No problem, I bought a buttload of ink. So I go to start changing the ink on my printer, and every single ink cartridge I bought, which is the ink cartridge that is meant for the printer, it's like cannot identify. And the only ink cartridges that the printer could identify was the starter ones that came with it. And you might be thinking, like, starter ones, how do you still have the starter ones? Well, because the last printer I had of that model broke down, and so I had to buy a new one. So I finally ran out of ink from the starter kits, and I like bought a bunch of like replacement ink cartridges, and it can only identify the ink cartridges that it came with. So it's faulty. Like, I tried multiple new, fresh open brand name Canon brand name ink cartridges, the ones that tells you need to replace with them. Same cartridge, just not the starter, the free gift one that comes with it. It cannot identify a single one of them. I spent 3 hours trying to problem solve it. Oh my gosh, you guys, when I tell you it broke me because then it was the midday, and I'm like, I can't deal with these cheap printers anymore. This is a business. I'm trying to run a business here. I can't be using these cheap printers. So what do? Emotional in a fluff, I go buy a better printer, a better Canon printer, and I buy the one that's like great for small, medium businesses, does photo printing and like flyer printing, like the whole shebang. Like, I kid you not, like not on sale, a $400 printer. Get home, start setting it up, start running some test prints. It's shit. It can't print high quality imagery. And I'm like, why? Why on your specs would you say it can if it clearly can't? It can't do what I need it to do. So at that point, I started crying. I started just bawling my eyes out. I was losing it. I couldn't handle it anymore because by this time it was like 4 p.m. And I'm like, I don't have the time for this. Black Friday's on the 16th. It's the 13th. I have 3 days to get this ready, and now all my printers are messing up. None of them work. Nothing can print what I need it to print. I can't even order them and get them done locally because in the US by a professional because they won't arrive in time. So I lost it, guys. Like, I kid you not, I lost it, and I just like I couldn't deal with it anymore. I was like, it's too hard, it's too much. And I just like, so anyway, I went through 3 different printers yesterday, and I finally got one. I got the Canon Pixma, whatever, I don't know, and it's got like, I'm done with this whole ink cartridge craziness. I got the one where you just glug the bottles right into the printer. And so far so good. So I worked until probably 8 p.m. last night just printing, just printing labels for the launch until I can order, so enough so that I can like order, so I have like some labels here, until I can order some professionally done ones so I don't have to like bust my neck doing this and hand cutting and whatnot. Anyway, it was just like a total nightmare. And then like, I think it's just like, it's not only that, it's just like, for me, I wish, it's just tough because like that, everything that this stress was literally just back end issues. Like in all of this, like what I should be doing for my business is I should be posting to social media every day. I should be filming new content every day for social media. I should be sending out newsletters and stuff like that. But I just haven't been able to in like over a week because it's just been far too overwhelming, right? And like I'm getting so stressed out because I have a meeting with my ad guy tomorrow and he's gonna be like, where's the videos? And I'm just sitting here crying because I can't. It's like, I can't, I'm sorry. Like, that's one of the things, like, I also told him in the beginning is like, I'll take you on board as an ad person, but I can't be filming on demand so many different types of content because like, this is where I'm already struggling and like, it's like, I need help with this. This is why I'm hiring ad person, you know? But I don't know. So we'll see what I can get filmed today. And if it's just too much, then it's too much. But yeah, so anyway, I got cutting. I had a really hard, yesterday was really hard. Yesterday, I've only cried 3 times in all of like the 3 years of Glow Atelier being, well, I think it's been like 2.5 years now. But that's like, I'll cry every once a year for Glow Atelier because it's too stressful. But anyway, so like on top of that, like there's more Black Friday stuff that still hasn't arrived. Like I got 200 something of these gift bags shipped by air and the remaining like 700 or whatever shipped by sea. And the air shipping like, the label has been printed like a week ago and it still hasn't updated. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like I need these for Black Friday, at least 200 of them. And it's just crazy. And like, even then I ordered these in September. Like why is it only being shipped now in September? Come on. Outrageous, guys, outrageous. Anyway, it's just so infuriating because last year at Black Friday, it wasn't as equally stressful, but it was very stressful because last year was my first Black Friday that actually was like, I guess you could say more on the success side. Like it went well. And I wasn't prepared for that. So I ran out of like essential supplies, so like shipping boxes, packing materials, just like things like that I ran out of during Black Friday last year. And so for months I was just I was playing catch up, just trying to get supplies. And I'm like, I don't want my Q4 and my Q1 to just be chaotic, like trying to get my hands on supplies and inventory issues. Like I want to prepare for that well in advance so that I don't have this issue again. So that's what I tried to do, and it's just going all so wrong and it's out of my hands. It's like and like HoneyBii keeps telling me like, you did everything you could do to make this go well, and it's not going well because of other people. Like it's not your fault, right? And it's like, I just have to keep telling myself like, it's okay. It's not my fault. It's okay. Taking this like super nice glittery Majorca white shimmer frosted shadow I've had for like a decade, and it's totally broken, so I can't lift it up and show you. I've repaired it with like isopropyl alcohol 90 proof like 5 times and it keeps shattering. It's a really delicate shadow, but I really like it. But anyway, just like, I think this Black Friday so far is way worse in terms of stress and problems compared to last Black Friday, but assuming everything arrives like this week, everything should be good for the rest of the year and for the holiday season, which I'm hoping for, because that's what I prepared for, you know, that's why I did all this like preparation and stuff. And then like if all that arrives, then the last thing I'll be waiting for is my bottles for my Essence launch that originally I wanted to do for November, but now it's looking like it will probably be end of December because there's still no update on them. Oh my god, let me tell you my other reason why I was crying. So not last night, but the night before, and I think this is also what triggered me as well. Freaking the manufacturer, the person I'm communicating with in terms of this for the manufacturer, like she was really good in the beginning. She was really on it, and then as soon as I paid and like, let's get producing, let's do this, yada yada, she became like the worst person to deal with. So like, I want a picture. What does it look like? Can you please send me a picture before you ship it? Like, she still hasn't done that. She still hasn't done that for me. Please send me a picture of a sample before you ship it so I know it's all good. If there's any issues, if there's any like with the design. Anyway, so like she hasn't done that. For, I kid you not, over a month, I've been asking her to send me photos of all her pump options for the lotion bottle, because this is not what I want. The sample that she sent me was wrong. I asked her to send me multiple samples for the pumps of the lotion bottle, Essence bottle, so I can determine which one is most suitable for what I want in the design. She didn't do that. So then I told her, okay, you didn't do that, just send me the photos. I just want to see what are your pump options that work with this bottle type, that fit it, that I can choose from, that are white. They must be white. That's the mock-up, that's the design I sent you. She hasn't done that. So I asked her 2 days ago again, I'm like, can you please, you still have not done this. I've asked you multiple times, please send me. And then what does she say? She says, this is the only pump option in white, and it's the same pump. And I'm like, no, and I'm like, you're saying you only have one white pump for a lotion bottle? She says, yes, there's only one. And I'm like, do you want to fight me? Because it feels like she wants to fight. So I message her and I'm like, I find it very hard to believe that a cosmetic packaging manufacturing plant only has one type of white pump. So what I do, I go on their company page, check all their bottles, and I send her all the images of the same looking type of bottle. They literally have listings, like pages of just pumps, and I send them all to her. And I'm like, why are you lying to me? You are telling me there's only one type of pump, you don't have any other white pumps, and you're lying to me and saying that you don't have any more. Well, what the hell are these? And I'm like, I paid you for a custom product. I am trying to work with you here. I already paid for a custom product. I want a custom pump. And she was like, oh, I know you already paid, but this pump is best. And I'm like, I don't care what you think is best. I don't want this pump. This is a custom product that I paid the customization fees for. Absolutely outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Like, ma'am, why are you being such an asshole? Like, do your job, for the love of God. It's very simple. It's very simple what I'm asking for. Oh my God. So that I think that's what really, because the following morning was the printer issues, and I think that I hate it. Like, what is wrong with you? Everyone is being so difficult, and like, I swear to God, like, I would much prefer to order like packaging local, but like it's so outrageously expensive and we just can't afford it. And it's like I can't buy 15,000 minimum quantity local and pay the like exorbitant fees on that just because it's made in America or Canada or wherever. But like, I can't believe it. Like, it's just been hell. It's literally been hell. So like, she still hasn't sent me a picture of what the bottles look like before shipping. And I'm like, if there's something wrong with this, I want a full refund, because it's like, this has been 2 months. It's taking you 2 months to make 1,000 or 5,000. Anyway, 1,000 bottles with a simple one-sided print and like a white pump. Come on. You guys, I've really had it. I've really had it. But anyway, that's kind of an update. So tonight, we already prepared the gel formula for packaging, so I can start filling them tonight and I can start stickering them tonight. So I should have a certain quantity ready for the 16th, but I'm still waiting on the Black Friday special gift bags that I have no idea when those are arriving. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so exhausted that I don't like, and now to go and film like different ads, it's just like I can't, like I'm stuck in this state of like just the worst tasks imaginable of running a business. Like I really was like so naive and thought like running my own skincare company, my cute little small business, would be like fun, like being like just doing YouTube was, and even like that's still stressful in itself, but like this is a whole other level, and I've just completely like you guys, it's not fun. Like I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun at all, but I'm so like, when someday it's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off.
Is there anywhere in here?
Just anywhere, yeah. Great. Do you need me to put my name or just sign?
Just last name.
Okay. Thank you. With only 4 left, they finally got here. This is like the biggest stress relief ever. Like this was like the biggest issue out of all the issues is over. 2 months and a lost palette. It's here. It's here. Our stock issue. Oh, it's gonna be a crazy night packing boxes now. I can decompress a little bit. The following morning, I started off by packing orders of the day. This is pretty much every single morning for me, which I'm so absolutely grateful for, but it's just a little sneak peek of what my morning routine usually looks like after I wake up and have my coffee. So it's just right to packing and fulfilling orders. It's always my priority of what I do first thing in the morning, because I want to make sure that if I have the chance to ship that day, it's all ready to go. And believe it or not, packing orders just takes a lot longer than you think it would. Like I think this one order just took me like 3 minutes to pack. I don't know why. It just did. These boxes are annoying as hell though. These are some temporary boxes I got because our usual boxes are still in transit from China. So I just got these temporary ones off Amazon, and they're so annoying to fold, but they fit most of our orders perfectly. So it's super convenient for the time being until our shipment for our usual boxes arrive in time. But yeah, that's usually my morning routine. On this day, it was a lot of just back-end work and prep for Black Friday and the new product launch. So with all of those labels I was able to print, I now have to cut them by hand. Because like, you guys, I have a Cricut machine, but for the life of me, I can't ever get the alignment right for printing or like cutting labels, and it always ends up being unaligned and it drives me mad. So I just end up doing them by hand like almost 100% of the time. So here I am just cutting labels. Then after that we went out and we shipped some products and got a little Starbucks on the way. That's usually like my treat of the day, is like if I go ship orders, I get a Starbucks kind of as like a reward for working so hard. But here I spent a long time just putting on the labels to the new product that's launching on this Friday. So keep your eyes peeled, you guys. That's coming this week.